Right. Music.
Yes, Manchester was at the heart of the UK's rave music scene in the 1990s. I'm obviously too young to remember that. Tonight, some of those dance classics are returning to the city with a special event, but this will be something that ravers have never experienced before.
You should enjoy it. Instead of a nightclub or a warehouse, it's being held in a former Franciscan monastery, and the DJs will be joined by a full orchestra. Naomi Cornwell is there tonight live. Naomi.
Yes, Roger, prepare to rave in the nave. This is Gorton Monastery, a beautiful listed building which was home to monks in the 19th century, but tonight it's home to classical uproar, which offers a unique take on some dance classics. There are some famous names performing here tonight, and organisers are promising it'll be unlike anything anyone's experienced before. Now, our own resident raver, Mark Hilton, is usually found behind the camera on Northwest tonight, but he's been following rehearsals for this, and I should warn you that there are some flashing lights at the beginning of his report.
Back in the late 80s and early 90s, a new craze was sweeping the nation: acid house. Tens of thousands of people danced the night away in the warehouses of Blackburn and Manchester. Suddy Revell, who is at the heart of the warehouse scene, is bringing two forms of music together from opposite ends of the spectrum.
It's music, you know, good music's good music. You take a really classic piece of music and you can, you know, I believe you could play it in almost any style. And with classical music being so far from what dance music is, I mean, you know, our tagline for this has been tonight we turn off the machines. The idea of the dance music was originally played in warehouse parties. It's like, it's such an extreme contrast to now being played in a monastery, you know, warehouses being the most basic building you can get, monastery being the most beautiful. So that contrast has just been brilliant for us.
So how do you get from shell suits and air horns to dinner suits and French horns?
It was incredible, the timing, because he needed an orchestra, I had an orchestra, put the two together, and he had this big project. It's the atmosphere, I think, that is going to be created, that is going to be unique. That place, this orchestra, city and size arrangements, the public who are coming, and the music. It's great music. It's brilliant music.
Mark Hilton, BBC Northwest Tonight, Manchester.
Well, one of the DJs performing tonight with that orchestra is Mark XTC, who joins me now. Have you ever performed with an orchestra in a monastery before?
Never. I've DJing forever, all the raves that I've done, everything like that. Never thought this would happen. It's happening. I can't believe it's happening.
And a unique experience for that audience.
Hopefully it's going to be something very, very special that nobody's seen before. I mean, I know there's other things like it, but this is going to be very special. All the tunes as well. Some of the tunes people will recognise, so hopefully people get up and dance. You know what I mean? So that's going to be good.
Right.
And there's some tickets left on the door as well, so you can get some.
Only a few, and people are going to have to hurry, because I should point out it starts at 7:30 tonight, but I've heard there are already people outside queuing in the cloisters.
Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. Thanks very much for that, Naomi.
Right, straight from the monastery to the weatherboard. Here's Eno.
I'm dressed, I'm ready for that rave. I could just go now, couldn't I? Do the weather first. Yes, hello, good evening.